Oh, Lance, I almost forgot to tell you. Someone was in to see you last night.
Yeah, was she tall and blonde or small and brunette?
Neither. Keep guessing.
Redhead? No, I don't know any redheads.
Not even warm.
Hey, was it Sheila's roommate? She's kind of got a thing for me, you know what I mean?
No. Actually, I'm not sure you're the one they're looking for.
They? You mean there's more than one?
A veritable gaggle of them, I think.
You think?
Well, it all depends on whether or not your name is Lance Hartman, Lance Fedor.
Oh my God, it's my bookie.
Or Lance Bibby.
Look, David, Lance Hartman is my uncle. Lance Fedor is my cousin. And,
Lance Bibby.
he's my brother-in-law.
Okay, enough clowning around, Lance. Out with it. Why is somebody from the IRS looking for you?
The IRS after me? David, I have no idea. I swear, I have no idea in the whole world why the IRS is after me. I cannot imagine why the IRS is after me. Cannot imagine. Cannot imagine. Well, look, I have to get going. I have to see my lawyer about a name change. Any messages, and I'll be in Tierra del Fuego.
Pancakes.
No pancakes, waffles.
Denver omelet.
Right, scrambled eggs.
English muffin.
Toast, coming up.
Short neck. I don't want waffles. I want pancakes. I don't want scrambled eggs. I want a Denver omelet. And I don't want toast. I want an English muffin.
Fine, great for you, Conrad. What do the customers want?
Look, you schizophrenic psycho, just fill the orders as I dictate.
Look, if you know how to run this place, you wouldn't have an old pile of rags sleeping underneath the booth all night, giving me the heebie-jeebies when I'm up here checking the plans for microphones.
What's he talking about?
Well, apparently Annie slept here last night. She hid out when I locked up. She was hiding underneath the booth when he came up in the middle of the night.
Oh, the poor thing.
Well, it won't happen again.
Oh, good.
I'll see that she's out before I lock up.
Well, why can't you just let her sleep here?
Be serious for just a millisecond, will you, Sheila?
Oh.
Annie cannot sleep here.
Why not?
What do you mean, why not?
Well, she sits in here all day drinking coffee, and...
Which I give her for nothing.
And she obviously trusts you enough to want to stay in here at night. Oh, I think she's paying you a great compliment.
Forgive me for not being flattered.
Well, she doesn't even know who she is half the time. She may not even know where she is right now. Why can't she just stay in here at night, out of the cold? Oh, she feels safe here.
I am not running a motel for transients.
She's not a transient, she's a customer.
I refuse to argue that point with you. It's ridiculous.
She's not hurting anything.
I could be in some serious trouble with the health department if they caught her here.
Health department? Is it healthy for her to be out wandering in the streets, sleeping in the gutters?
If I let one street bum sleep here, I'm going to get a whole crowd of sleep bums.
Street bum? Don't say that. That is so insensitive. They are homeless people. Let me put those words together for you. Homeless people.
Let me put a few words together for you. Get back to work.
Why, thanks for bringing that to my attention, Sheila. She's like so in charge of her universe. So, Gladys, tell me more about this head trip that Carmen is into.
Well, ever since the Denver Historical Society wouldn't accept her gift from the Silver Bird, she's been so depressed.
Well, you know what they say, a potted watch never boils.
Yes, they do say that. So anyway, she was so hurt that they told her the map wasn't enough to authenticate the Silver Bird.
Like, what do they want? Blood?
Exactly. I think their snobbery is inexcusable.
Totally.
I mean, I just don't see any point in it. I don't understand why, the whole thing just made her feel really bad.
Like the sage once said, he who has no stones should throw the first cast.
Can I help you, sir?
Lousy pinkos.
Excuse me, just a minute.
What in the world is your problem? They're trying to sneak microchips in this order of bagels. I found one underneath the sesame seeds.
That is not a microchip. That is a harmless, defenseless sesame seed bagel.
I don't know, I just don't know what to do. I'm afraid she's gonna do something desperate.
She should like get into Esalen or flotation therapy.
What's that?
Well, it's like a way of disconnecting the umbilical progeny of our superego from the multiplexed physiogeny of our physical selves.
It sounds horrible.
Yeah, it's very cool. Expensive, but very cool.
Have you been helped?
Yes, ma'am. Honey, ma'am, stick 'em up.
The tuna is familiar. Could you hum a few barges?
Excuse her, sir. She's a little goony. Now, just keep calm, mister. Just keep calm. Everybody keep calm!
Oh, do you need change?
This here's a gun and I'm staging a holdup. Give me all your money, no back talk.
Hey, that's quite an outfit you've got on. It really looks authentic. Oh, wow, is that a pearl-handled gun?
Well, yes, it is, ma'am. It's an authentic. See right here, my grandpappy carpet. Oh, now just hold on right there. I ain't got time to be standing around here jawing with you. Give me all the money in that cash drawer and I'll get out of here. Mothers, hide your daughters. The man who's in demand is in the diner. Let's grab him.
So the butcher said, I'm telling you once and for all, that pork will never loin. Oh, I didn't think that was funny. Wait till you hear the one about the school, the fish who couldn't go to school.
David, you're being robbed. Good God, this is fantastic. Does the media know about this?
Lance.
Do something. Jeez, we're wasting time. Does anybody know the number to Channel 9's action line? Now, y'all look here. I don't want to hurt nobody. I just need enough greenbacks to get me back home.
Home is where the carp is.
Hey, can anybody make her stop talking? Excuse me. Hang on a minute, Hopalong. I'll just use the phone and back. Hey, no police. No state troopers. Oh, of course not. Not until the media gets here.
Lance!
Hey, get away from that phone! You're making me nervous.
Lance, you're making him nervous.
Don't make me nervous.
Don't make him nervous!
Don't make him nervous.
See? Listen to her. Don't make me nervous.
Don't make him nervous.
Who let you in my kitchen? Get off the phone!
Hey, y'all look here. I ain't been able to find work for a couple months. I'm broke. I'm hungry. I'm a desperate character.
Chill out for a sec, man. Can we rap?
Do what?
Rap, you know, eat the fat.
Hey, what's he talking about?
There are no accidents, man.
Stop right there.
That's cool. I'm stopping. No motion here. Look, all I'm saying is there must be some reason you're in this place performing this heinous deed. This is bad for your karma. You know that.
Don't make him nervous! Somebody here called Channel 9. Howdy.
I watch you all the time. I used to work for Linda Ellerby, you know.
And so it goes. And so Look, were you the one who called me?
Hey, that's me. That's me. I'm the one who called. Hey, Greg, baby. Good to see you again.
Oh, hey, yeah, right on. Hey, how you doing? Who are you?
Lance. I'm the guy who gave you the tip about the singing goldfish in Aurora.
Yeah, hey, yeah, that was great. Yeah, I thought you were a lot better looking.
Well, I am, Greg, all the time.
Great.
Hey, now look, I got a terrific angle here on a human interest story for you.
Oh, yeah?
Picture this, a lonely cowboy drifter, unable to find work because of all the repossessions and the foreclosures, the stinking economy, which is not Reagan's fault, by the way,
No.
who wanders into the Denver diner planning to stage a holdup with this ridiculous pearl-handled gun.
I don't think this is my kind of story.
But look, he's totally incompetent. He's no more capable of staging a holdup than I'm capable of being poor.
Hey, now hold on just a gall darn minute. I ain't as stupid as I look. Being poor can happen to anybody. It's just the luck of the draw.
There, but for the grace of God.
Go on. Good idea. Okay. No, I don't think this is my kind of a story.
Well, look, how about a singing cowboy drifter unable to find work because of all the repossessions and the foreclosures and the stinking economy, which is not Reagan's fault, by the way, who wanders into the Denver diner planning to stage a holdup with this ridiculous pearl-handled gun.
That's my idea of a story, yeah.
Well, you heard him. Start warbling.
Oh, shucks, I ain't that good.
Okay, well,
Here, hold this.
Hey, Craig, have a seat.
You heard my story before. It ain't so special. Times are tough, money's tight, wolves are howling at my door. There ain't no place to be when you ain't got a cent. You can't buy groceries, you can't pay the rent. Forget looking forward to a nice retirement when you're poor. When you're poor, you got nothing to say. Your opinions don't matter much anyway. And hey, you ain't squat without a weekly pay when you're poor. Poor, life's like a sewer when you're poor. Life ain't manure, so make sure that you're not poor. Being poor is like committing a crime. You get your sentence, spend it in the unemployment line. Hey, life's the bowl of cherry, someone's eating all mine. Yeah, I'm poor. Poor, life's like a sewer when you're poor. Life ain't manure, so make sure that you're not down and out without a single solitary dollar. Poor, life's like a sewer when you're poor. Life ain't manure, so make sure that you're not. Poverty has got you by your tired little collar. Poor, life's like a sewer when you're poor. Life ain't manure, so make sure that you're not
Now, that's quite a story, cowboy, but it don't justify committing a crime.
Yeah, well, I was figuring I'd make my way out to Los Angeles where I become a rich singing star.
yeah, but you're not that good.
That was a real cruel thing to say.
Cowboy, I think you're good, but he's right. L.A. ain't the place for you. I mean, they just chew you up and spit you out in little pieces.
She's right, cowboy.
She's right, cowboy.
Oh, what do you folks know? None of you ever been there before, just handing out a bunch of cheap advice.
I've been there, cowboy.
Annie, were you a movie star?
I used to be a writer, I wrote for TV. I wrote the kind of shows that even you would like to see. I was the best around, that's what everyone told me when I was young. But it was no place to be with a heart full of dreams. To watch your hopes get mangled in the Hollywood machine. All your plans perverted into underhanded schemes when you're young. You're young, you filled with dreams and wishes when you're young. You aim for fame and riches when you're young. The whole world's yours. But they took away my riches, they took away my fame. All because I told them I wouldn't play their game. But when they took away my writing, they took away my name. Now I'm insane. I'm insane! And I don't care who knows it, I'm insane! It's my game, I chose it, now I'm sane. 'Cause I'm insane.
Annie, you in there?
So the tree surgeon said, why not? I'll spruce up the place.
Maybe I better not go to LA after all.
Maybe you could find a singing job here.
What a concept! A diner with live entertainment!
I don't think
I don't think you can carry it off.
No. I met here in Denver.
Yeah, that's what you could be a weatherman. A singing weatherman. That's what Denver needs, a singing weatherman. The only problem now is you have to learn how to sing.
Hey, I sing. I would be a terrific singing weatherman.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's great. That's great. Look, it's been swell meeting you all, but I gotta go.
Yeah, but Greg, I've been told I have a really good profile. I think I'd be terrific on film.
I hope you'll stop by again.
Look, Greg, can we talk? Hey, is it all right for me to call you Greg? Yeah. You know, I was voted most likely to succeed through intimidation by my high school senior class. And I really think...
What are you going to do now, Cowboy?
Well, I guess I'm gonna practice my singing. First,
Oh, thank God you're here. Oh, I just been beside myself. I went for my workout. It didn't do me a damn bit of good. Excuse me, dear heart.
hey, if y'all will take notice, I'm trying to rob this here diner.
I'm sure you are, you little magpie, and I'm sure you're doing a darn fine job of it. But I gotta speak to my daughter here for just a moment. Wait a minute. That accent sounds familiar. Where are you from?
Catgut, West Texas.
Catgut, West Texas? I'll be hornswoggled. I'm from Catgut, West Texas. Of course, I haven't lived there in a spell. Quite a spell. But hey, you look fresh off the spread.
Well, yes I am, ma'am.
Well, what brings you to our fair city?
Well, I think it's better than fair. I think it's good to middling.
Well, you shouldn't be waving that gun around in people's faces. That's no way to get to know folks. Here, let me introduce you good and proper. I know all the social graces. Now, over here, come on with me, big guy. This here is my daughter, Sheila Bob Dinkle.
How do you do, ma'am?
And this over here is Gladys Pritchard. Now listen, y'all, I want you to meet a feller from home, okay? You do.
How do you, ma'am?
Now, Sheila here, she's on my personal staff. She's my personal secretary.
Is he on your staff, too?
Decidedly not, no.
Carmen, Munch has some ways to deal with your stress. He has some suggestions for you to deal with your stress.
What's stress?
Well, stress, darling, is something you gotta learn to live with once you've gotten into society.
Like, Carmen, you should be, like, moving toward ways of centering toward your solar plexus.
Well, thank you to keep my solar plexus out of this discussion, if you don't mind.
What he means is that you should try to relax by breathing deeply and thinking of, that is, visualizing the center of something.
Totally. Centering is very central to getting in touch with your solar plexus. That is the center of the universe. I mean, it's the internal place from which all energy radiates. And the control that you exercise on the internalization of the negative forces that enter, usually astrophysically, but I guess that's not really supernatural. It's kind of spiritual.
You were talking about my plexus.
Right. Like, are you searching spiritually or emotionally?
For what?
What he means is, are you upset because the Denver Historical Society made you feel inadequate?
Oh, Gladys, darling, it's so nice of you to be concerned about me. But hey, listen, I'm made of tougher stock than that. Ain't that right, cowboy? Hey, I don't give a pig's snort for what them snooty old broads think of me. Huh. Scoot over, darling. My feet are killing me.
You mean that, and Carmen, I'm wrong?
Well, it's hard to say. I mean, I'm one of the newly rich, and I know they think I know they think that I'm not refined enough. And maybe I am. But that's because I'm newly rich. I'm that nouveau stuff, you know? I don't understand all that. Anyway, I didn't get rich until my, a third husband. And I would have lost it with my fourth husband gambling and all, except for my fifth husband, yeah. Yeah, we met up in New York. He's the one that brought Sheila, Bob, and I over here, yeah, out west. We were married in New York. We had the most elegant wedding. We even had those little matchbooks with them tiny little initials.
Monograms.
Yeah, we had some of them too. You know, I say live and let live. Didn't bother me none.
Hey, how'd you get out of Catgut, West Texas, anyway?
Well, on April 1st, 1961, I met Jimmy Bob Dinkle. Oh, he was out on the baseball diamond wearing his Wranglers and his t-shirt. My heart just fluttered. Anyway, after the game, he and his friends, they was all seniors, came over toward my girlfriend and me, Sulie Mae. And before you knew it, it was love at first sight. Anyway, 6 weeks later, when he promised to respect me, we did the deed that sealed our love. Well, unfortunately, it wasn't quite like what you read about in true romance. I mean, something was amiss. And 4 weeks later, I'd missed all that. So, July 4th, 1961, we was blissfully wed.
Did you stay in West Texas?
Oh, sure, we set up housekeeping in a trailer behind his mom and daddy's house, yeah. God, we were like two coals in a scuttle. We were so happy. Until Uncle Sam came and took my Jimmy Bob into the gyrenes. Well, I stayed on, you know, and kept up our little love nest and awaited our love child. But then 6 weeks later, I got word that my Jimmy Bob had been blown up. It seems he was on his way to the latrine, you know. And somehow he got confused and ended up, on the artillery field during maneuvers. Oh, Jimmy Bob was always the natural kind. He loved being on the field, so I guess it's just as well he went that way. At least he had his britches hiked up when he went.
How cosmically tragic.
I know, well, anyway, on February 14th, 1962, Sheila Bob Dinkle was born. She's got her daddy's curly hair and love for nature, I want you to know, and I think if it weren't for her radical thinking, that her papa'd be darn proud of her. Well, I waited until she was 6 months old and decided that it was time to start a new life for my darling Sheila Bob and me. So I took the money that Uncle Sam sent us and I headed for Miami, Florida. Now, that's a place where rich old coots grow up like weeds in a sidewalk. Oh, they do.
I intend to be a rich old coot someday.
Well then, sir, you should be. I believe that anybody can be anything they want to be as long as they try hard enough. What am I talking about? My goodness. I could make you the next Charlie Pratt. I just know I could. Listen, I could be your personal manager.
Now, wait a minute,
Yeah,
Carmen.
listen, yes, I could. I could make you into Charlie Pride. I mean, dream big, think big, Gladys.
What about Cherry Hills?
Oh, think about Aspen. What about Telluride? Think big, dream big. That's what I've always said. Why should I settle for Cherry Hills when I can have Beverly Hills?
Mom, can I borrow
Oh, not now,
about
darling. I'm
$2,000?
starting on a new project here, sweetheart, and so I got to keep the momentum going. All right, now, listen, y'all. I want you to come home with me. Come on, Gladys. Come on, cowboy. We got to get going. I got to get started on making you into a star. See you later, sweetheart. Come on, guys. Let's go.
Can you believe my mother? I mean, can you believe the half-baked scheme she comes up with? Have you ever seen anybody like her?
Just one other person that I can think of offhand.
Good day.
Why, hi.
You're back, Mr. Forbes.
And why wouldn't you think I wouldn't be back? I'm still in search of your elusive friend.
He's not here.
And how do I know, in fact, that you are not the gentleman I'm looking for?
Because the gentleman you are looking for is not a gentleman. Other than that, you're going to have to take my word for it. I am not Lance.
I'm out of coffee.
And who is that? Is that...
Lance?
Yeah. And why should I believe you? You haven't shown me very much cooperation thus far.
You'll have to excuse us. The Internal Revenue Service is the one thing that unites mankind with abject terror.
That's so unreasonable. I'll find him eventually. So you might as well cooperate with me. This is absurd! You realize that I can have any and all of you audited at my discretion.
Is that a threat?
I was merely giving you information that you're entitled to as a taxpayer. I thought you would want to know your options.
That's some option.
Well, if you've done nothing wrong, you have nothing to hide, and the same goes for your friend. It seems to me if he was any kind of friend, he wouldn't put you in the position of having to lie for him. This is absurd! Then what harm could there be in you telling me where to find this Lance Bippy, a.k.a. at all? If he's done nothing wrong, he has nothing to hide. But if he has, it'll be all the worse for you for not cooperating. This is absurd! If you do not tell me which one of you is the slave Lancicus, I will have you all killed, one by one. Well, what do you have to say? Which one of you is Lancicus?
I am Lancicus.
And I am Lancicus.
Yeah, I too am Lancicus.
I'm not Lancicus, but I can, really identify with him.
Very well. If he's not brave enough to come forward himself, and if you will not hand him over to me, then you all will die.
But wait a second. You're saying that if this Lancicus guy, whoever he is, doesn't turn himself in, then you're going to kill all of us?
That's what I said.
Oh. Well, in that case, that's him right there. He's Lancicus.
Why, you...
You know, I couldn't help but overhearing during my checker match. You seem to be really overburdened with this decision to look for Lance, you know? Like why do you need him so bad?
Are you handicapped?
Well, you know, I mean, I've had, some problems in the past couple of years since, I took this, I was snorting pepper and it's, I don't even talk about it,
Okay, can you just calm down?
No, I'm really pissed off. You know why? Because that Lance, he's done nothing but ruin things for me. I had this bird, and I had this chick, and I couldn't give him.
You know Lance? Do you know this Lance?
Do I know Lance?
Yeah, do you know Lance?
So it's like a bear excrete where other bears excrete. I mean, birds of a feather fall off and you got a bald bird. That's ridiculous,
Could you just tell me where I can find this Lance at?
Like where the sun don't shine. And follow your nose. And there'll be Lance.
I'm gonna write that one down.
Well, if you look north by northwest, perhaps the bird will be in the hand.
Mr. Bippy! Come here, I've been searching all over for you. I've got some news for you. You are Mr. Bippy, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm Lance.
Lance who? Lance Hartman?
Lance Hartman, Lance Fedora, Lance Bippy, et al., everybody.
Do you have any idea? I have something very important for you.
Yeah, I got a wallet full of ID. Hartman, Fedora, Bippy, what do you need?
I need a Lance Sparrow.
Your Sparrow. Oh, wait, that's a lottery stuff. Hang on a second. No, what is it you want?
Well, I'm sorry. This isn't the correct name. I have something for a Lance Sparrow.
It's Lance Sparrow right there.
It's not proper ID. I'm sorry.
What do you want, a birthmark? Blood? What do you need?
No, I just have this for a Lance Sparrow, a.k.a. Lance Bippy, a.k.a. Lance Hartman, Lance Fedora, but none of those are proper ID.
Well, what is it?
Well, it's a check from the IRS.
See you later, David.
Hey, wait a minute.
Oh, I feel like Lance a lot of times.
No, Lance is my middle name.
I've constantly been with him.
If this was good news, why did you put us through all of this?
Yeah.
I didn't know I had. It seemed like all of you was having such a good time being so stoic.
Okay, ladies, it's time to go. Closing up.
Annie, did you hear what David said? Look, you don't have to worry. As long as I have a job, you'll have a roof over your head. Annie? Do you want to come home with me?
What? And give up show business?
Annie, look, we can talk about it when we get home, and I'll help you with...
Ready to go?
Sure.
Hey, how did you get in here?
Through the front door.
Ha, I'll bet that's a likely story.
I beg your pardon.
I said that's a likely story. What's the matter? Don't speak the English so well, comrade?
Comrade? Am I in the wrong place?
I don't know. Are you, sister?
Now, why do you call me sister and comrade? Do I know you?
Not if I can help it, sister. Nobody knows me, and that's the way it's going to stay.
If no one knows you, then how did you get this job? You must know the boss.
No, not really. He bought me.
He bought you.
He bought me. Just like those stools there, or this counter, or my pots and pans back here. This didn't used to happen in America.
I wouldn't know that.
You're not from around here, are you?
No, I'm not.
I didn't think so. Nothing escapes my attention. You see these eyes?
Uh-huh. They are very lovely.
Yeah, well, nothing escapes their attention. What did you say?
I said you have lovely eyes. They match your hair.
What kind of pinko trick is this, telling me my eyes are lovely? Women don't say things like that. You've been eating too much refined sugar.
You are very funny.
Oh, you think so? You think it's funny that the KGB is exporting refined sugar? Huh? You think that's funny? Huh? Well, come on. Why are they exporting refined sugar? Huh? Why? Huh? Huh?
To make money.
To make money. Is that what you think? Boy, are you naive.
I guess I am.
Okay. First of all, do you now, or have you ever, known about sugar made in the Soviet Union?
No,
Ha! I'll bet that's probably a lie.
it is not.
Oh, come on. Do I have to spell this whole thing out? Or are you going to admit that you know about Langendorf Bakery?
Langendorf Bakery, Langendorf Bakery, Langendorf?
Oh, that's very good. That's very, very good. Pretend you don't even know the name. But see, I caught on to that. I know that trick. Now, if you hadn't stumbled on the name, I would have thought that maybe you had read it someplace or maybe even heard it somewhere. But no. You said that Langendorf? Just so calculated. It took you time to come up with something that natural.
I can see what you mean.
You can?
I think so.
Wait a minute. What kind of subversive commie trick is this? Wait a minute. You're too clever for KGB. And you don't have enough hair. I know what you're doing here, and I know who sent you.
You do?
That's right.
Good. Then I can go ahead and ask you questions.
Hey, no, wait, back off. Just because you work for the CIA doesn't mean I'm answering your questions, even if you are on our side, Oliver North. Oh, by the way, you can drop that phony accent.
It is not droppable.
Say that again.
It is mine. I cannot drop it. I would not want to break it.
You think you're funny.
Sometimes. Most men like my accent. But I'd like to know what you think.
Why?
Because I would like to know.
Yeah, I bet you would, comrade.
So there I am trying to hitchhike back from Red Rocks, right? And, oh, hi. I'm sorry. I thought the place would be empty.
It will be. I am just going.
What are you doing in here?
Hey, relax. David said I could use this place to have my women's group meeting tonight.
Women's group, huh? Have any of those where you come from? You know, women-insky groupskis?
Even a small grain of Japanese pepper is hot.
She thinks I'm dumb enough to fall for that. But I know it's an old code. She used the wrong vowel sequence.
It's been a long time since I've done alcohol.
Are there still cockroaches in here?
Oh, just one. I named him Jeffrey. Hey, Jeffrey!
What's on the agenda, Sheila?
Oh, I thought we should talk about sexual stereotyping in the mass media.
Here, here.
Hey.
Good. Let's talk about all those half-naked women in the beer commercials.
Right, I mean, that is so disgusting. I mean, a beer bottle is so obviously phallic.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
I saw your light on and you said I should just drop by sometime, so here I am.
I'm glad you did. Oh, these are my roommates, Marcia and Melanie.
You all live together?
Well, all of us do here, except for Annie. She sleeps here.
Say, aren't you married to that captain or something?
Major.
Right, whatever.
Hey, well, have a seat. Come on. Would you like some wine?
Oh, I don't drink much at all.
Oh, go ahead.
It's really good stuff.
Good stuff.
Hey. So, what's happening?
Well, my husband's out of town.
Where'd you go?
To Canada, fishing.
Fishing? God, that's so weird.
Ugh.
I could never deal with that.
Yeah, me neither.
Me neither.
Well, he seems to enjoy it. Say, this isn't bad.
Hey, you like that, Doc?
Good. But what do you do?
Well, I'm retired. I play bridge with the other wives. I don't do much partying.
Oh, hey, we can teach you how to do that.
Do you miss your husband?
Well,
You're not used to being without a man. I can tell.
actually I am. I've had a lot of time to spare in the last 17 years.
Oh, well, are you active? I mean, do you protest?
Protest?
Yeah, you know, Rocky Flats, the CIA on campus, Central America.
What about it?
What about it? You mean you've never protested?
Why should I?
Do you like to read?
I read magazines.
Oh, that's a start. I can give you some pamphlets and we'll work our way up to books later.
You want some more wine?
Thanks.
All we have in this life is ourselves.
What?
You really should join us sometime.
Join you what?
Protesting.
But you can get arrested for that.
Yeah, I got arrested last week and I got handcuffed to this really neat guy.
Oh, wow. Handcuffs? Do you like handcuffs?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
The Major and I.
Yeah?
Do you drink this much all the time?
Women without men get drunk a lot.
It's really healthy though, you know?
More immediate. More immediate and lasting pleasure.
You can choose your own brand.
What is it?
She said, pleasure. It made me think.
Yeah.
What? Handcuffs.
Yeah.
The Major and I use handcuffs. And leather underwear. Occasionally.
Yeah.
I used to think it was exciting.
Yeah.
And now it just seems humiliating.
Oh, you should have some more wine.
It's right to feel objectified in a situation like that.
Handcuffs.
I mean, in a sense, you've been abused.
Leather?
I mean, you've been trapped like a hamster on a wheel.
Hamsters too?
Spinning and spinning and spinning.
Stop.
What you need is some consciousness raising.
Absolutely.
What I need is a divorce.
Right. What?
I have made up my mind. When the Major gets back from catching all of those little fishies, I'm going to ask for a divorce.
Great.
Either that or shoot the bastard.